got a bit of, what do you call that when you give people things to look at?
Show and
tell, a bit of show and tell tonight. And it's something a bit different. I don't know if you remember when America was declaring war on Iraq. Two guys climbed the opera house and painted on it. Maybe know their names.
Hugh.
No. Okay, their names were Dave Burgess and Will Saunders. Will's English and Dave is local. Dave was living at Wollombi at the time, but he's moved to the city because he's had a baby. Now, I went and met him yesterday. I've written a song about that event, and the reason I've written it is because we saw Jeannie Lewis and Murray Mulhern play here a while back, and they sang the song "Four Strong Women" about the women who smashed up the controls of the jet fighters at Greenham Common. And I thought, you know, it's a fantastic song, brilliant event, good on those women. However, I thought, goodness gracious, here's a bloke singing about some English women. Surely there must be some Australian blokes who've done something good like that. And I thought, you know what, Dave and Will have done something equally as good. And I thought, what a great opportunity to celebrate that. So this is Dave posing for Greenpeace magazine, and you can see the picture of them painting. I'll pass it around, you can just look at it, and that's his autograph, by the way. And in the song you'll hear the words "twiz," that means the Wilderness Society, and you'll also hear the terms snow domes. That's snow domes. I'll pass that around. He sold these snow domes for $20 each with little "No War" written on all the sales. And he told me yesterday that he made them himself. He had to pull them apart, get the water out, and write on the sales "No War" himself, and he sold them for $20. Now, he also told me, he said, does it still say "No War" on it? I said, no, it's actually faded off. And he said, yeah, we found out later you had to put a little bit of nail polish on it to keep the "No War" written on there. So you can just see the remnants of it saying "No War." So I think that's enough explanation. The important bit of information I can give you is that I did a fact check with Dave yesterday, and he told me, yes, you've got it, that's exactly right. But he did get me to change the very first line, which says, Dave said to Will, did you see the news last night? He said, actually, that's not quite right. It was Will said to Dave. So I changed it around. Hopefully you'll get it. But yeah, I did what he told me. I changed it to the Will said to Dave. So here we go. If I stumble, there's a lot of words in this, and it's fairly new, so you'll have to forgive me, but here we go. Today, did you see the news last night? George Bush is mad, he's gonna kill all Iraqis in his sights. He told Saddam Hussein he has to leave the next day. What can we do to stop them fighting in this dangerous way? It's 2003 across the world, people marching in the streets, but it still can't stop the warmongers drumming up their beats. Dave wants to show words have more power than the gun, on the point of Australia's conscience in the sun. But Dave and Will are just ordinary men, and they knew that war wasn't right. For them it would be wrong to know that and do nothing. They knew they had to fight. They'd saved environment and learned to face their fears. In the shed, Will had some paving paint and a very good idea. On a lovely morn, they climbed the opera sails as the sun was coming up, and they noticed all the peacefulness as they set their rollers up. With a can of paving paint of oxide red and two courageous hearts, Dave and Will try stop the deaths. With rollers on a stick and paint inside their few who thought they were really bad, like terrorists, he said, and he sentenced them to 9 months jail and cleaning costs as well. Well, 10 years have passed and Dave and Will through their plight, jail and 150,000 bills to clean the site, but they paid it all back with help from friends across the land. They sold no war snowdomes at every fete and band. And Dave and Will are just ordinary men, but they knew that war wasn't right. 'Cause that would be wrong to know that and do nothing. They knew they had to fight. In a cafe in Iraq, not so many worlds away, people saw no war on the Opera House that day, and they cheered when they realised Australians are not all like George Bush. Unfortunately, it couldn't stop the warring mongrels' push, 'cause Dave and Will are just ordinary men, and they knew that war wasn't right. To them it would be wrong to know they do nothing. They knew they had to fight. Dave